How you doing? Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about alcohol tolerance, which I think is one of the biggest confidence tricks in the book with taking drugs. One of the things that I did years ago when I was younger, when I first started drinking alcohol, was I used to think it was a macho thing to drink more. For instance, I could drink 2 pints and then my head would start spinning, and anything more than that and I'd start to feel nauseous, so I could basically handle a couple of pints and that was it. A friend of mine, my best mate at the time, he could do 6 or 7 pints and I was totally jealous of him. I used to say to him stuff like, yeah, but look how much it's costing me to have a drink and look how much it's costing you to get the same result, but I didn't really mean it. It was the truth. But looking back on it, it was so true, But what I wanted was to get to his level. I was jealous that he could drink so much. So, like I say, you pay the same result, you're paying more for the same result, right? So the appearance of handling more, back at that time, I couldn't wait to drink more. And then, even when I was, when I was working in the forestry, I remember a guy saying, this is an older guy who should have known, should have had more sense. Maybe I was in my early 30s at the time. And this guy said to me, I'd say, I had a hangover last night. He said, how many pints do you have? I said, oh, Jesus, 12 or 13 pints of Guinness. He said, oh, sure, I'm only getting started at that stage, And that's the thing. That's the trick of it, is how many pints does it take? How much damage does it take? So this is where the trick is because it's on the surface level. You think that you're handling this drink. You think that you're handling stuff, but underneath, no matter how much, the more you drink, the more damage is happening. Your body doesn't get immune to it gets immune to the feeling of the alcohol or to the effect of the alcohol, but it doesn't get immune to the damage that the alcohol is causing to your body. And the more damage that's causing, the less your organs are capable of dealing with the progressively worse damaging. I mean, I think it gets to a stage where your body just can't handle it anymore, and you'll find that the hangovers start lasting longer, and you just can't drink as much as you used to be able to do because, like I said, your body can't handle it. And what a lot of people think is, well, I'm going to live until I die, so I might as well carry on drinking. But that's making the presumption that if it's like you fall off a cliff or something like that, and that's it, you're gone. Or you're walking down the street and something happens to you. You have a big heart attack and you're gone. Or, you walk across the street and you're hit by a bus and bang, you're gone. But it doesn't work like that. Normally, the way it works is you've got a slow deterioration of your internal organs. You've got a slow deterioration of the quality of your life. I mean, the worst thing for me would have been, and this was a fear in the back of my mind, was that something would happen to you but wouldn't kill you. It would put you on a machine, or relying on a machine. You see these guys going around and they've smoked for so long and they have to wheel around a bottle of oxygen with them. Do you know? I mean, what kind of life is that? So it's that ongoing thing. So if you're living a life like that, basically what you're doing is you're zombifying your life. You're living the life of a living dead. And who wants that? So think intelligently about your drinking before it's too late. And the more you drink, by the way, the less intelligently you can think. You half-wit yourself through this stuff. You dumbify the amount of intelligent thoughts that you can have. So if you want help to stop drinking alcohol, come on over to habitsv2.com. We've got everything that you need to stop drinking under one roof. This is our plug for, we want as many people, obviously, to come over as we can, because I think, and I know that what we're doing is we've got one of the best programs around in terms of we don't look after just people who are stopping drinking. We look at what's going on next or what happens next, because that's the biggest thing. Anyone can stop drinking for a couple of weeks. It's what they do after that, for the months. And we want to try and help people to live as full a life as they possibly can. And to get to that stage, most of this is in the mind. Like I said, with the alcohol tolerance, that whole thing is in the mind. The more you think along those terms of how much drink I can handle and how much damage does it cause to me, or how much can I do, how much can I balance this out, it's just a totally wrong perspective to have, because if you don't think like that, if you think to yourself, well, how can I live the fullest life that I can live? How can I get my body to be functional for as long as I can make it be functional? How can I get my brain to function right up until the end, you know? That's the way I'm thinking now. So I hope that makes sense to you. Take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.